Hello everybody and welcome to the Online Sociologist. My name is Ryan. In this video, we're going to look at the concept of socialization, its different types, as well as explain who the agents of socialization are and why they matter. Socialization can simply be described as the processes through which people become aware of, learn about, and conform to values, beliefs, and social norms and expectations within a social group or society. This is a process that begins at its most strong in infancy and childhood, but is active throughout one's entire life. Moreover, it's a process that is an interaction by the values, norms, and beliefs externally imposed on the individual by different individuals, groups, and institutions, and the ways in which those individuals internalize and mirror them. I should note that socialization is one of the most foundational concepts in sociology, mainly because it helps explain how we become who we are as individuals and how social groups, institutions, and overall society is central to that process. Furthermore, when digging deeper into socialization and its various concepts, you find a lot of overlap between psychology and sociology, particularly as it involves the development of the individual over their life course. Socialization processes are usually carried out by different agents. While any social group or institution can count as an agent, some of the biggest socializing agencies are as follows. First and foremost, families are probably the most influential socializing institution, as they are with the individual since birth and providing that individual security, needs, wants, love, and affection throughout the first years of their lives. Through interaction with one's parents, brothers and sisters, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and cousins, one comes to deeply embody particular social norms, values, beliefs, and an overall worldview. Another important socializing institution are schools. School staff and faculty not only transmit knowledge in topics such as math, science, history, and composition, but also values, beliefs, and norms through what is called the hidden curriculum. The hidden curriculum simply means everything else students learn while in school that isn't part of the official curriculum. This can range from differences in race, class, and gender and how members of certain groups should be treated to guidelines on how to interact with groups of adults, whether they be teachers or staff. There are also peer groups. Peer groups are simply other individuals who are of a similar age and share certain social characteristics and interests. While many times peer groups are formed in the same geographic region, with the advent of the internet, this doesn't always have to be the case. Peer groups not only socialize its members through their own interactions, but also by positioning themselves against other peer groups. For example, the popular group in one school can only be constructed as a peer group only if there is a clearly defined unpopular group. Groups basing themselves around learning are structured in opposition to groups not valuing learning. Finally, there is the mass media. This socializing institution has become increasingly important over the past century. During this time, we have seen the development of motion pictures, the radio, television, video games, the personal computer, the internet, smartphones, as well as social media. Both the content within media as well as the way in which we interact with media itself not only introduces us to new norms, values, and beliefs, but helps us strengthen already existing ones. For example, the proliferation of different types of media provide us with what is known as echo chambers. 50 years ago, most Americans got their news from one of a few major newspapers and network television channels that only aired their news once or twice a day for a short amount of time. Today's media landscape isn't only peppered with different 24-hour news networks, but different news networks tailored to one's political affiliation. This is compounded through social media websites and groups and the rise of blogs not concerned with reporting the news, but instead providing content that validates, amplifies, and reinforces already existing beliefs. This means someone who identifies as a liberal and who watches the 24-hour news network MSNBC, reads the website The Huffington Post, and who has purged all self-identifying Republicans from their social media feed will rarely, if ever, receive any news or viewpoints outside what they already believe. This is the same for conservatives who only watch Fox News, read Breitbart, and have deleted all their liberal friends from social media. Now that we went over what socialization is and identified some of the agents of socialization, I want to analyze some different types of socialization that are common among sociologists and sociological thinking. First, there is primary socialization, which is defined as a type of socialization that takes place early in life and is shaped by those closest to you. In terms of agents of socialization, this usually includes close family members, teachers, and even religious figures. Second, there is secondary socialization. This type of socialization happens later in life and through many different institutions and contexts. This can include not only peer groups and the media, but it could also include socialization that takes place due to going away to college, traveling to different countries, or taking on different jobs. Secondary socialization usually builds on, interacts, and is shaped through primary socialization. Third, there is group socialization. One experiences this type of socialization through the groups that they belong to, whether it is voluntary or involuntary. For example, people are treated, thus socialized differently in society due to their biological sex or the color of their skin, both of which are beyond the control of the individual. Socialization also occurs due to one belonging to a specific class or one's membership into a different ethnic and religious group. For example, those coming from extremely wealthy families are socialized much differently than those coming from very poor families. Moreover, those who grew up evangelical Christians are socialized much differently than those who grew up Orthodox Jewish. Fourth, there is anticipatory socialization. This is defined as learning about and preparing to take on a specific social role. For example, if one wants to be a police officer later in life, they are not only learning specific skill sets to prepare for this, but learning about the norms, values, and behaviors of police officers. This might include engaging in certain causes that police officers and their allies are part of, and defending police officers from those groups that might seem hostile towards them. Finally, there is forced socialization. This type of socialization largely takes place in a total institution. A total institution is defined as a type of organization where individuals are under complete control by authorities and totally cut off from the outside world. It is a place in which individuals are forced to re-socialize into new social norms. Examples of total institutions are prisons, mental institutions, and military boot camps. Here, individuals are expunged of previous norms and learn new ones that help them adjust and fit better into that total institution and its expectations. So, there you have it. In this video, we defined and provided examples of socialization, the agents of socialization, as well as the different types of socialization. Let me know what you think in the comments below and if I missed anything. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content related to the world of sociology and how it can be used not only in the classroom, but in your everyday lives. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.